Crime, Coach Allie, Coach Rob. We're in this morning for coffee and curls. We're going to go through some strength work. We're going to work with the barbell today. It's been a while since either of us have done any kind of really structured barbell training, from whether if it's powerlifting work, Olympic weightlifting, or even I've worked a little bit of strict. Oh, I got the coffee go here. I've added a bit of strict barbell work into my routine over the last 6 months, but I really moved away from the barbell after some major injuries and surgeries, and had to really work on all of my movement patterns, and have completely reset my frame and structure. So it's time to start adding some focus into hypertrophy, some strength, and some power training. So today we're going to go through a little complex. We'll start with a 5-minute kind of primal flow, and then right after that we're going to go into a barbell complex where we move through 12 deadlifts. Read off the board, please. I wrote it out.
So we've got 12 deadlifts, 9 bent rows,
9 bent rows, 6 hang cleans, 3 push press, and then a minute rest in between. So 12, 9, 6, 3, deadlift, bent row, hang clean, push press, 1 minute rest. We're going to move through for, we'll see. We'll see at the end of the 5-minute flow what I say round-wise. You can run this a couple of different ways. You could run it with like a time period. I wouldn't say an AMRAP, as many reps as possible, is more like how clean can you keep the form steady. If you want to move up through some weight, you want to go beast mode, go beast mode. You know what? Just keep the form and mechanics on, and that's what truly matters for us. I see a lot of this banging on the bumper plates in bad form with repetitive Olympic lifting, and it's one of the things we really try and avoid. So although we are far from perfect, we'll try to keep our form tight and keep the weight lighter today, and just go through the motions, and that's really what we're looking for.
Yeah.
I'll be the first guy in the place to pick up an empty barbell and have zero ego with it. Form and mechanics. What are you feeling today?
Yeah.
All right, there's the lecture for today, coffee talk. We have it every week.
Your coffee talk.
I'll be a little bit shorter this time. I'm pretty good at that.
You're my perfect.
I'm good at all the bad dad jokes too, so if you come in here and get tired of my humor.
Kathy is watching.
Who?
Kathy Dancer.
What's up, Kathy?
Rick Dancer's other.
Yeah, it's time to get Rick in here and get some creative work on him. The one-arm man makes it hard to train. If anybody out there has had an injury like that, I've gone through a lot of injuries through my career, and the wear and tear and damage on my body I've got the mileage. And, I've been in the slings, I've been in the knee braces many times over. And it takes, fitness is half artistry and half science. You've got to know your shit, period. If you don't, step out, go learn, go educate yourself, continue your path. For me, it's an everyday process, and it will be until the day I die, period. I'm reading, viewing, learning something every single day. If you're a fitness coach or professional and you're not studying something every single day, you're dust, in my opinion, because the internet moves information so quickly, and our industry from nutrition all the way through is advancing at such a fast rate that you have to continue your education. You have to advance yourself. And if you're not innovating and developing, stay out of the way and let the professionals do it. Sorry, there's my rant for this morning. I always have them in coffee talk.
Coffee talk.
We're going to get Rick in here, get him moving.
Yep.
You want to see some creative coaching? Check out my Instagram today, Strong Jitsu. You'll see some adaptive athlete coaching. I've worked with a series of adaptive athletes in the past, from an individual known as Kyle Maynard. He owns a CrossFit gym called No Excuses. He's a public speaker, and 2012 SB of the Year for, I won't say what they name it, disabled athlete. I call it adaptive athlete. He climbed Mount Kilimanjaro as a quadriplegic and no prosthetics, so figure that out. The video I put up today was with another congenital quadriplegic that I've worked with in the past, and you want to get into some, again, balance of artistry and science, check it out. That's how we adapt. We're not disabled, we adapt as humans, okay? Just like we're gonna adapt to the corona thing, but you've got to get out and build your immune system in order to adapt to this, okay? If you're, again, immunocompromised, stay home, please, stay safe. But if you're healthy and you're fit, get out and get moving. There's my preach. Let's get to it. All right, so a little bit of flow. Please turn the music down. Off, better. I'm kind of one of these people, I personally don't like to train to music. We have this, a lot of our videos here, it's crazy, Facebook and Instagram lock up our videos if we have any music in the background, right? Unless it's a, copyright infringement, which is good for me because I personally like the silence. All right, you know what, let's take a step over. I'm gonna stand next to you. Let's go back. Can you guys see us? Are we both in? Let's see.
Let us know if somebody could just say, yeah, we can see. Awesome. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think we're good.
All right.
This full platform.
So if you have a yoga mat, go ahead and lay it out, or just an open space on your floor. We're going to start with our feet underneath of our hips and go through a little bit of a flow to get our bodies coordinated, okay? So let's let all of our breath out, blow it out through your mouth. Inhale through your nose and hands up. Exhale through your nose and slowly lower down, hinging your hips back. Allowing your spine to hang from the top of your hips. Releasing one vertebrae at a time, all the way down to the back of your skull. Feel your head release and the crown hang to the floor. Sit the weight back on your heels and pendulum your hips from right to left, left to right. Nice and fluid. Focusing on your hamstrings, your glutes, your hips. Keeping your head hanging, allow the crown to hang. Keeping your hands dead, your arms dead, elbows, biceps hanging from your shoulders. Imagine that you have weights attached to strings attached to your shoulders. Those weights are your hands. Let's slowly raise with this pendulum rocking motion, loosening it all up. All the way up tall, slow and steady. And just rock the hands back and forth here. We're just loosening up. If you're not familiar with Qigong, I would recommend checking into it, getting your body's vibrations and movement connected. We have these inherent natural primal movements where, it's natural for us to move in these different motions, and we sit locked up in our computers all day long. So let's get those arms moving a little bit. Let's go circles. Let's go outer circles here, okay? Kind of big circles, nice and loose. Looping arms. Let's get the knees and shifting the weight back and forth from one leg to the next. Let's take the feet out to about shoulder width. Okay, last week we worked into teacups, that was on Tuesday. So we're going to start right here. We're going to go both hands out in front of us. Our left hand is we're just going to hold our left hand here and our right hand. We're going to sway it back behind us and lean back like you're holding a saucer in a teacup. Bring it all the way around. Let's shift those hips around. Bring it out and around. We're just going to go right hand for now. Loop back. Let's go 5 of these, teacup, saucer. There we go. Bring it all the way through. Beautiful. 5 of them total. Really work that lower back in that motion. Hips hinge back. Really opening it all up. One more. Beautiful. Hand that teacup off to your left hand. Here we go. We're going to take it back around our head. We'll swoop that through. Hips come through. Let's take it back and around. Good. 5 times. Who's got the saucer and the actual teacup out there? I saw my daughter's little tea set on the counter today. And it actually is why you guys are doing teacups today, is because my daughter had a tea party. And Saw it all on the counter. Later, you'll get the video of me early this morning doing the teacup and sauce right there. Okay, right from here, let's bring those feet, again, arms to shoulder width. Let's take the hands out a little bit once again. And we're going to slowly take ourselves down, but let's take a nice flat back. Raise your head up. You're not looking forward, the gaze is down, but the hips are hinged, you're not squatting, okay? You're feeling a good stretch in your hamstring. Second toe should be pointed to 12 o'clock. Feet are at shoulder width. Femurs are externally rotated, so the knees are kind of slightly rolling out a little bit, but again, tracking on your second toe. You want your second toe to be between 12 o'clock and 1 o'clock, okay? Right in between there. Now right from here, let's find our hands to the ground. If you can't, that's okay. You can go hands on your shin as well. That's totally fine. If you have your hands on your shin, let's go straight arms. Straight arms on the ground as well, if that's where you're at. If you're on the ground and you can make fists, go ahead and make the fist. Right from here, we're going to go into a primal twist. We're going to take our left hand up to the ceiling and look up. If you need to drop your hips a little bit, go ahead and drop. Try to watch the shifting of your hips from left to right. Try to keep them really square. So you look at your knees and your shins and make sure they're pretty squared off. If you want to feel more hamstring, raise the hips higher. If you have more mobility restrictions, sit the hips a little bit lower in that squat, but anchor them back too. Okay, bring that hand down. Sit your butt down a little bit, look forward, and raise the hips back up, and rotate the right hand up. Nice and controlled, slow pause. Let's bring that hand all the way back down. We're going to go left hand up. We're going to go a little faster now, right back down. Right, good, down, left, and right. I'm definitely looser on my left than I am on my right. You'll notice some asymmetrical differences here in your mobility, that's okay. Last one. Everybody has it, okay? Now, hands on the ground, wherever you're comfortable, knuckles or fingers or whatever. Let's reach forward about 12 inches, and we're gonna hop. 12 inches, hop. Now, right from here, kick your feet back, 12 inches, hop. And again, and again. And we're gonna go back and forth 5 times. Let's take 2 hops forward, 2 hops back, okay? Now is my rough counter. I'll never remember. Sometimes.
And here's 5. This is it.
And go ahead and shift your hips up in the air. Grab your toes and shift the hips from the left to the right. At your own pace, maybe a slow pause on each side. And start to raise yourself up. Let's rock, pendulum, same thing. Take your own motion, whatever works for you. Take those arms out. Let's just go small circles real quick. Let's go 5 backwards. 5 forward. I feel like I'm in kids fit right now.
Yeah.
Hey.
It's all fit, baby.
Right? Okay, here's the deal. Right palm up, left palm twisted internal rotation, right palm external. Looking to your right. Left, switch. Left is internal, facing down, rotating in. And the right is externally rotating and looking through. Push to the wall. Imagine you're a Jedi and you're using the Force to pull the walls to you right now. It's exactly what I think most of the time. Okay. Jedi and pulling. Now continuing that tension, you're going to slowly transition all the way through to the other side. Pulling the wall from the other side. We're going to go 5 times each side. Rotate, pull using the Force. And pull. If you're a Jedi, what's your name? Switch. Here we go. Are you a Sith? Switch sides. Total dad geek out moment here. Switch sides. Here we go. and switch. Rotating, feeling the tension, rotating through. Maybe you feel some popping, some grinding, some scar tissue breakup. That's typically what that is. Impingements, arthritis, all that good stuff that's clogging you up. Cobwebs, we'll call it. Physiological cobwebs. Let's get one more. There we go. And release. Let's get little rotations in the elbows, keeping the elbows down. Let's go. We'll alternate, right? Loosen them up. Get the legs going maybe a little bit. Maybe get the legs in there. You know, who cares? Get the arms rotating outward. Hey.
Opposite, and we got.
I get the dance going in here. I get some kind of dance going.
TikTok.
Oh, we got like a TikTok thing going in here. It's like, you know. All right. That's like one of the best warm-ups I've had in a while. I actually feel good. Let's get a couple more things in here since we're like dancing girls today. We're gonna do a dancing girl kick thing. You know, no big deal. All right, let's go. Clamp the left leg down firm, left hand up, right foot to balance. Kick your right foot to your hand. Swing, 10 reps. Good. Switch sides. Right foot stabilized. Root it down. Extend the quad. Right hand up. Left foot extended. Point the toe. Kick. All right, next one, we're going to go into mule kicks. Step forward. Make sure there's no one behind you. Heel kick him in the face. All right, right from here. I always think of, you know, those little, like, I don't know, this dates me. Those little, like, woodpecker bird things, toys that teeter as a kid. Like, I had these things, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
I'm old.
They were in my grandma's garden.
Yeah. So that's what we're thinking of, is you're like that little teeter woodpecker
It's like a
toy
little bird.
thing, right? So from your ankle all the way up to the top of your head, bottom of your foot to the top of your head, one long motion or one extended structure on one side, on both sides. The other one just hinges at the hip. It's a hip hinge. Slight bend in the knees to cushion, but here we go, both hands down and touch. Fingers behind the toe line, and we're gonna alternate legs on this one. Here we go. Try to keep your chest and your hips square. If you only go down to mid-shin, that's okay. 10 on each.
3.
Nice work out there. All right, let's go into quad stretches. So we're gonna go 3-second hold on. What you do is reach up, grab your foot from behind. If you need to hold a wall or whatever, go for it. 3-second hold, 2, 1, release, switch. 3, 2, 1, and down. And we're gonna alternate 10 times each. 3, 2, 2. 3, 2, 2. 3, 2, 3. 3, 2, 3. Good, let's take it to 10. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8, 9, 10. Come up to a wall. Try to have your feet back, close to the wall if you can. And we're going to go wall squats all the way down, take those knees forward into ankle flexion. Try to keep the chest upright, nice and low. Let's raise it back up. How close can you have your feet to the wall while keeping your heels down, keeping your chest upright, and your knees tracking over your second toe? 2, we're going to go 10 knees. 7, 8, 2 more. Good, last one. Strong. All right, let's get just a little bit of overhead. Right hand, thumb facing back, elbow full extension. Left leg forward, right leg back. Lean into it. Overhead. Get some motion, don't just sit static. Kind of move yourself away, find the tension in the lat, the back of the shoulder. Twist through a little bit. We're going to get to the chest and other parts of the shoulder as well. Okay, switch your feet, switch your hands. Left hand up, thumb pointing behind you. Same thing, add some tensions, add some movement. Torque is going to help separate the tissues of the lat, the anterior delt, we're in the pec and where all that ties in. Switch your feet, left foot forward, left hand forward. Fingers pointing away and look away. Look over your shoulder. It's going to open up your pec, your anterior delt, your bicep into your forearm. We've got some good pulling stuff today. Only 3 push presses at the end, so nothing crazy. If you want to go strict press, you can too. Get some movement in there real quick, just kind of up and down. Good. Transfer the hand out, switch, right hand on the wall. Right foot through, look away. Open the chest, bicep, get some movement. Bring up overhead. Good. Go with this. All right, she's like, Allie's like, I want to throw on some weight today. How we all feeling out there? Back to the coffee action. Ramped up here. I definitely don't need it. Man, again, I'm not going to preach on nutrition. I've been going there lately. Allie and I have gone back into some nutrition coaching. We have both been involved in it for many years. Kind of ironic how we met, actually.
Yep, I hired him as my online nutrition.
So I've been coaching nutrition for 25 years now, give or take. Started with, really like junior high and high school wrestling and the extreme lifestyle of that all the way through collegiate and military action and all of that good stuff. So I was my Army PT master, and that was at 17 years old when I enlisted. So I've been at it ever since, and I go in and out of different gears of this industry, from coaching to operations to wherever that is. And with this whole pandemic, we all have to dig in and make our impact where we can the best. And for me, I absolutely have a passion for coaching. I've missed it, and I'm ready to get some balance back in there. So if I get old talking, I am old, but if I talk too much, just don't follow me. Sorry.
I have to put 5 in the house. Gotta get, the weights all set.
Where do we want to go?
This is a part of the workout too, functional fitness. Loading your bar.
I'll start a bit lighter. I'll ramp up today. Go through a series of sets. Get the same weights on each side. So on Tuesday, if you didn't catch our coffee and curls, I loaded on my bar 2 different plates on each side. So ended up doing offset loading workout because we had to make it up on the fly after I realized that the weights were different on each side. Today I'll make sure I'm on.
It's a little different with the bar, right? You'll definitely feel it if it's on a weighted bar. Good morning. Hi, Elisa. Hi, Ada. Good morning, Jessica. Good to see you guys. All right.
All right, let's do this. Let's get after it. Come on. All right, 12 deadlifts, 9 bent rows, 6 hang cleans, 3 push press, 1 minute rest. Hopefully I don't pee myself in the next little bit. I haven't been lifting like this in a while. I'm feeling it today.
So strong.
I got those butterflies in my gut. Who else gets those? Coming back from the pandemic. and go. Nice clean form. Steady.
Bar.
Welcome back to the barbell. That's good. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Occupational hazards. This girl, barbells in the face.
Hitting the head with balls.
Like, hitting head with medicine balls. Rob, Ison, I see you on there. What's up? I'm gonna wave at you right now. A little med ball love to you, you know? It's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good. It wasn't you. Don't worry. See?
You.
See? Barbells,
You.
med balls, you know? How we all doing out there? Oh shit. Peter Baez, I see you.
Peter.
Mark Hamill. Bella. This is what you need for your wrestling. Add this in. What's up, Jess?
Yes.
What's up, Elisa?
Elisa.
George, your ass should be doing this at
Yes.
home right now. Okay? That's the reality. Let's go.
All right, you got it again. Same thing.
Another set. Come on.
12 deadlifts. Lisa, you remember this? Remember Deadlift Friday?
2.
I'm staying.
Heart rate's feeling it, that's for sure. Turn out a bit of weight.
I'm gonna stay. How many more rounds?
I don't know.
Oh boy. Whew. So good.
Oh, feel I feel better? It's been a long
Oh
break.
boy. Wonder when that's gonna be. I love it though. Mm-hmm. Elisa, remember Deadlift Friday? Yep, it's not Friday, but we're doing deadlifts. It's Thursday.
They're legends of that Roseville deadlift ladder on Fridays.
That was so fun. We'd
Where's
load
Christy
one
at?
bar, then we'd go to the next.
It's
then we'd go to
Christy's
the
favorite.
next.
Coach Christy. Where
Little
you at?
Christy got up to almost 300
Cute.
pounds one day.
She's been walking on here doing these workouts. What's up, Jess Lynn? I see you out there. Let's get that boxing thing back. Come
Yeah.
on. Real soon, June 1st.
Okay. We ready?
Set 3.
Yep. Set 3. 12 deadlifts. No necklace when you're in the rack position, right? I should have thought about that. Oy. All right. Oh.
Sometimes the barbell gives me more cardio than running or any of that stuff. Difference between anabolic threshold, anaerobic, getting those spikes, the emergence of, shouldn't say emergence, HIIT training's been around forever. The commercialization, everything being popularized by CrossFit and, the HIIT, all of the studies that come back, utilizing the proper energy pathways to drive the greatest result relative to the goal, okay? HIIT training done correctly can reduce wear and tear on the body, again, done correctly, or it can cause more, depending on what your mechanics are like, right? What your intensity is like. So intensity and mechanics in balance.
You ready?
4 set, let's go. I had planned on 6, so that helps.
Yep.
I was like 3, 6, somewhere in there. It was like 6 at least. She's saying more.
No, I'm not.
Nice work. She said talk for a couple seconds. I could end up turn into a couple minutes, especially as I'm milking my rest breaks. I think she ran to the bathroom or something. That was 5 sets in. Gonna move to 6. Relative to the time, you could take this out to 9, even 12. I would say that, you want to get down with this, go 12 rounds, like down and dirty. 12 rounds, we'll take it through, that's for sure. Reality is I'm deconditioned on the barbell. I feel deconditioned in general due to the lockdown and all the craziness. Got to get the body back. Who out there is going to come back and train with us after this? This is what we'll be doing. You need to fix your strength, you need to fix your mobility, nutrition, mindset, breath work, restoration, your recovery, lifestyle. It's all encompassing. Whether if you're jiu-jitsu, your sport, it's just lifestyle, right? All relative. Last set. This is 5, we're going 6. You were in
I'm just,
one,
so good.
1 equals 2 for you?
Yep.
Allie's, this workout so good, 1 was equaling 2 for me.
I'm like, I'm just not feeling good. Let's keep going.
I got another workout after this.
Okay, good. He always does. After we turn off, there's always more fun.
There's always more fun afterward, We got to get our balance in. We do this, put this out there to coach our students and lead from the front. But after this workout, I'll dive into another hour of training off to the side. Probably another hour this afternoon. Keep my mind right.
Yep. What else is there to do, right? Train yourself.
All right, here we go. Last set of the day. Strong. Woo! I'm going to coach her on this one. 2. hip hinge for pretty vertical shin. If you look at her tibia or shin, right there, I'm gonna point at it. Where am I at? Can I point to it? Camera. Right there, the vertical shin. Notice how her hips are hinging backwards. On this camera, I got two cameras going. Hips are hinging back. Now notice, again, the vertical shin in her hang position. So come up, all the way up to your foot. Oh, she's going into rows. So again, notice the flat back. Notice her cervical spine. Eyes are fanning down to the ground. She's got nice, she's not shooting her head forward, or what I call chicken heading, okay? What's up, Ty Gilstrap? I see you out there, you beast. All right, now she goes into hangs. So a hang should be like a recoil, okay? You're going down and up. It's a dip and a drive. She's driving up into kind of a muscle clean. She's barefoot. There's a power, so she gets a re-dip underneath. When those knees re-dip to cushion and absorb that, that's a power clean. When you pull to full extension, it's a muscle clean. Now she's gonna go dip and drive on this. So she moves all 3 lower limb joints of ankles, knees, and hips simultaneously with an upright chest into a spring-loaded push drive, right? So it's a dip and a drive. But that dip is, if you think of a yo-yo, or a yo-yo that goes down and up, not sitting at the bottom, right? Not walking your dog. Don't walk your dog with your barbell at the bottom, all right? Yo-yo goes down and up like a recoil or like a spring. So those tensions are elastic tensions. So as we go down in that clean and we, boom, spring. Now where's the tension coming from? Tension is coming from the hamstring, and the power is coming from the glute. So if you imagine a slingshot, the hamstring being the cord and the glutes being like the little leather cloth piece that holds the marble or the rock. I was one of those kids with the slingshot, yep. All right, so the hamstrings are that bungee cord. So as they're going down, they're extending, and that elastic energy, kinetic energy, is gonna create a tension for a recoil. Now you have to be able to gauge your hips and have this neuromuscular connection, your mind telling your hamstrings to engage, to catch the tension here and not here in your lower back or here forward in your shoulders or whatever that is, right? Forward in your head. We're resilient as humans. You move out of your pattern, your body will find a way to get the job done, right? Again, watch my adaptive athlete video today on Instagram, okay? So it's this recoil. Use the hamstrings, down, up, all the way up. Full extension in the quads and the knees is a muscle clean, okay? As it gets heavier, we'll shorten the pathway by re-dipping underneath to catch the bar, okay? So I go down, recoil. Say I can only get it up to like this point here, okay, my high row. Now I have to tuck those elbows and receive in what's known as the rag position, right? Up on the chest, up on the clavicle, shoulders, etc., and raise back up. So now I'm shortening the pathway instead of dip, drive, pulling it all the way up to here. Now in that re-dip, I'm pulling it to here, right? So there's that receiving point. Now on the push press, I'll see a lot of people that do this thing. I can't even do it. Dip. I can't do it, okay? It's like something like this. Forward and I don't know. I can't do it. I've trained myself, my body's patterns to not do that, okay? It's a dip and a drive to full extension for your push press, all right? You want those arms stacked. External rotation in the shoulder, not internal rotation. So if your armpits are really showing forward, there's a cue to show your armpits forward. It's kind of bad. I guess if this is showing armpits. Imagine screwing those shoulders back down into place. That's external rotation. Now watch, you're not a Barbie doll. Your wrists move independently, separate from your elbows and your shoulders, okay? They're not dependent on it. So I can externally rotate my shoulder. This is the joint, watch. Elbow's dead. External rotation, wind it up, extend the elbow. Now watch, palm turns forward, hold the barbell. External rotation above head. Okay, that's the position that is desirable in this overhead point. But oftentimes, it's internally rotated, bent shoulders, and out forward. So from a structural standpoint and architecture of the body, you're collapsed and you're just tin canning it, okay? I know I talk a lot, but hopefully you're learning from some of this stuff. And it's inspiring you to want to come in and fix some of your movement patterns, because again, this stuff translates to no matter anything else you're doing. Fast track your jiu-jitsu, fast track your kickboxing, your yoga, whatever it is, running, hiking, playing with your dog, your kids, your grandkids, whatever. This stuff will improve it. Learn the body and learn your mind, and you solve the riddle.
Yeah.
Old man status.
Old lady.
Soon to be old man strength coming back at you. Appreciate all you guys logging on today, putting up with all my rants, my bullshit talk, coffee talk. I'm straight, direct, real with fitness. We're going to talk about what you should and what you shouldn't be doing, period. What's going to drive the best result. Find real coaching. Find coaches that you know are studying, reviewing, reading, advancing their education. If coaches tell you that certifications and all this stuff is bullshit and because it's real experience or whatever, there's a balance in there. Experience, you're going to learn so much through your actual practicality of coaching. But to further yourself, you end up with the same material that's just repeated for years and years and years. I see these, I'm just going to be real. I see a lot of people that I grew up with, my younger years of training 25 years ago, they're still repeating the same bullshit. Still talking, chemically influenced supplements and toxicity and pushing all this shit into their bodies. You can still grow, put on muscle, hypertrophy, power, strength, natural ways. Less damage to your body, more like a laser beam. And I tell you, I've been a sledgehammer most of my life, and I've driven results with that sledgehammer, with a lot of aftermath. Become a laser beam. There's a lot of information out there, good and bad. Find the right coaches. You guys are awesome. Rant City today. What happened? For real. Coffee and curls, way too much caffeine. You guys rock. We'll finish with that view.